Now we can exit isolation mode. And we can do the same for the ring plastic surface. So this object right here. So I can hit the tab key to get into edit mode, and then I can select the edge loop. So make sure that you have all your elements visible, especially the candy, because that's the one that we've used to determine the placement of the particular extrusion. So for example, because I've chosen this side, I can't come and select this particular edge loop. I have to make sure that they match. So I'll select this edge, click out, select the whole edge loop. Then I can zoom in, hit the spacebar, look for bevel edges. You should remember, if not, just type in bevel and you should see bevel edges, and drag. And then adjust the scroll wheel. Then hold down Shift to make tiny increments. So let's do something like that. Then we can select this edge loop. So I can hold down Alt, click. I can switch to the right view. So one thing about this right here, we're not going to be scaling it up. We're actually going to be moving it up. So if I actually first of all enter the isolation mode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Z, wireframe. When I'm in wireframe mode, I'm going to hit 1 so that we swap from the edges to vertices. Then I can hold down Control and deselect these points at the bottom. Then I can switch back to solid. Then I can also switch back to edges, but I can still use the vertices, but I'd prefer to see the edge, so I'll hit 2. And if I inspect this, you'll see that I only have the edge on the top surface selected. Then I can hit G, Z, and I can move this up. So let me hit escape first, then turn off the subdivision surface. Then I can hit G, Z, and then hold down Shift to make a tiny increment. At that point, then we can turn back to subdivision, and I can tab out to see what I have. So right now the value, especially for this particular flat surface, isn't that visible, or rather the thickness isn't visible, not the value but the thickness. So I'll come back here and then I will hit G, Z again, bring this up, then tab out, and now I'll start seeing the change. So I'll just turn off the subdivision modifier in edit mode, and I'll just make this larger. So GZ, maybe up to that point. Then turn this back on, increase the levels in the viewport from 1 to 2, and this is what we have. Then I'm going to repeat the same for the bottom and also for the sides. So I'll tab, hold down Alt, click on this edge, select the whole edge loop, and then swap to the right view. Then hit Z, wireframe, hit 1 to go to vertices. This time I will deselect everything from here upwards. So Control, click and drag, right? Then I can hit Z, solid. Then I can hit 2 to go back to edges. Then I can hit G, Z, this down, right? And because my subdivision surface is on, it's going to look a bit fishy. So I'll turn it off first. Then G, Z, move this. Then turn this back on. And then I can tab out, see what I have at the bottom. You can see very nice edge. Then for the sides, I'm going to tab in. I'll select this edge. So it's just one edge. And then I'll go to the other side, hold down Shift, select this edge. And for this, I'm going to scale. So because I've selected both at the same time, the changes will update for both sides. So I'll just hit S and drag this out. Remember to hold down Shift. And I can tab out, and this is what we have, right? So I can exit isolation. So if you feel like this is a bit much, we can reduce this. So I can select those edges, G, Z. Actually, there's also another one here. But we're not going to see this that much, but I just prefer for this to match this other one here. So GZ. So, yeah, so now it looks perfect.